Namaste students. In our last lecture we have learned the proof of BPT and its converse, and in today's lecture we will be doing sums based on these two theorems. Let us start with first question. Here I have taken an example where triangle ABC is given. One line DE is drawn parallel to one side of the triangle, that is BC. DE is drawn parallel to BC. Value of AD 2 cm, DB 6 cm, AE 1 cm is given to us, and we have to find the value of EC. Students, you know from BPT that if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, then we will be having other two sides are being divided in fixed ratio. That means AD upon DB, ratio of AD upon DB will be same as ratio of AE upon EC. This thing we have learned from basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem, that in a triangle, if one line is drawn parallel to one side of the triangle, then other two sides are divided in same ratio. Now AD 2 cm, DB 6 cm, AE 1 cm is given, and find EC. Cross multiplication, 2EC is equal to 6. So EC, this 2 will come here and divide. So we will be getting value of this part EC equals to 3 cm. In next question, they have given us a triangle PQR. E and F are the points on the sides PQ and PR. We have to check whether this line EF is parallel to QR or not. In BPT, they have given that line is drawn parallel to one line, and then we were finding the missing values. Here we have to check whether the line is parallel or not. That means for sure we have to use converse. From converse of BPT, we have learned that if ratio of PE upon EQ is same as ratio of PF upon FR, if both the ratios are same, then this line will be parallel, otherwise not. So let us check. So first of all, we have to find the value of PE upon EQ. PE upon EQ would be 3.9 centimeter upon 3 centimeter. If remove decimal, we are getting like this, 39 upon 30, and for after cutting on 3, we will be getting 13 upon 10, that is 1.3. If we get the value of PF upon FR, 3.6 upon 2.4, removing decimal, we will be getting 36 upon 24, and after cancelling on 12, 12 2s are, 12 3s are, we will be having 3 upon 2, that means it is 1.5. Here we have obtained value as 1.3, here the ratio is 1.5. Is it same? No, it is not same. So we will be writing, since PE upon EQ is not equal to PF upon FR, therefore this EF is not parallel to QR. We have used BPT for triangles. Let us see whether BPT is useful for trapezium or not. Here I have taken a question where ABCD is a trapezium, ABCD is given, and E is a point on side AD and F is a point on side BC. EF parallel DC is given to us, and we have to prove that AE upon AD is same as BF upon FC. Means what are we going to prove is, in a trapezium also, if line is drawn parallel to one side of the trapezium, it will divide other two sides in the same ratio. Starting with, first of all, understand that AB parallel DC is there because ABCD is a trapezium. We know ABCD is a trapezium. According to definition of trapezium, two sides are parallel means AB parallel CD. And they have given us that EF is parallel to, it's given, EF is parallel to AB. This is given and this is by definition. So from two equations, AB parallel CD and AB parallel EF, can we conclude that CD and EF are parallel? CD and EF are parallel? CD parallel EF. Why? Because two lines parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. Two lines parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. Now for further solving, we will have to join A and C. Why? Because we will be using triangles only. We have divided trapezium into two triangles. Now we will be applying BPT. Let us take this point as G. Now in triangle ADC, we know that EF is parallel to CD, means EG is parallel to CD. EF parallel BC, proved above, implies if a line is parallel to a line, to another line, then its part will also be parallel. So EG is also parallel to CD. So in triangle ACD, if we have got that EG is parallel to CD, that means using BPT, we can write that AE upon ED is equal to AG upon GC. Using BPT. Let it be equation number 1. Now come to triangle ABC. Here again, if EF is parallel to AB, given, that means GF will also be parallel to AB. Therefore, we will be applying BPT in the given triangle. EF parallel AB given implies GF parallel AB. So in triangle ABC, we will be having AG upon GC is equal to BF upon FC. This will be equation number 2. No. This also I written according to BPT. Now if you compare two equations, AG upon GC equals to AE upon ED, and here AG upon GC equals to BF upon FC. Therefore, what are we getting from two equations? That AE upon ED is same as BF upon FC. This is what we wanted to prove. So from equation 1 and 2, equation 1 and 2, we have obtained that AE upon ED is equal to BF upon FC, hence proved. Next example I have taken where a triangle PQR is given to us, and it's given that PS upon SQ, ratio of PS upon SQ is same as ratio of PT upon TR, and it is also given that this angle made at this point, I have taken it angle 1 is equal to angle 2. what we have to prove is, we have to prove that triangle PQR is an isosceles triangle. Means basically what we have to prove, when is a triangle isosceles? When opposite sides are equal. That means if we prove that PQ and PR are equal, that means we will be proving that triangle is isosceles. Let us start the proof. What is given? PS upon SQ equals to PT upon DR. PS upon SQ, PT upon DR. PS upon SQ, PT upon DR. That means we will be using converse of BPT. Using converse of BPT, what will be getting? In converse, it was given if sides are proportionate, then this line will be parallel to the one side of the triangle. Implies ST parallel QR. Now if these two lines are parallel, then this angle will be equal to this angle. Why? Because these are corresponding angles. So this will imply angle 1 is equal to angle 3. That is corresponding angles. Now angle 1 equals to angle 2 is given to us, and angle 1 equals to angle 3 we have proved. Angle 1 equals to angle 2 given. 1 equals to 3, 1 equals to 2. Two angles equal to the same angle are equal to each other. You can name it as equations. From equation 1 and 2, angle 2 is equal to angle 3. Using equation 1 and 2. Now in any triangle, if two angles are equal, we know that if angles are equal, then opposite sides are also equal. So if we have proved that angle 2 and angle 3 are equal, then opposite to angle 2 is side PQ and opposite to angle 3 is side PR. So angle 2 equals to angle 3 implies PQ equals to PR. And as I told earlier, in any triangle, if two sides are equal, it's an isosceles triangle. Guys, triangle PQR is an isosceles triangle. Hence,